Hi everyone, welcome to another Crafting and DIY with Nora, and I'm back. 2 wood planks. To glue them together, I use popsicle stick, and if you've seen enough of my videos, you know the same method I use. I use 2 thick wood planks to put whatever piece I'm going to put on it, and then I get 3 thin wood planks long to use this as a backboard. Okay, I use tumblers because I like a little height when I put this piece on the wood planks in the bag. I use white, and there you go. So what I do with the calendar, I cut it with my hands to give it a rigid, I believe I said it right, look, because I'm going for that little country rustic style. And so I use my hands. I want that rigid look. And then I apply Mosh Posh on the wood itself to put the calendar. But let me tell you, when you put that Mosh Posh and you put the calendar on, you have to make sure you take your time because you need to smooth it out because it'll get air bubble. And of course, you have to be taking your time when you ripping this up. You don't want one piece wider than the other. So there you go. You see what I mean? Make sure it fits good. Add that Mosh Posh. Don't add too much, but don't add too little bit either because it dries up. If you're going to put one smooth coat, it's not going to adhere. Take your time when you're smoothing it. And there's times that you're going to get air bubbles. Simple as that. But you take a safety pin, a bobby pin, poke it, and smooth it out. And I've been doing this long enough to know that I still take my time when I do this piece. There you go. You see, it has air bubbles. So my wood planks, the 3 thin ones, this one was used in a prior. I started to do one rather, and I didn't like the way it was coming out. So it gave me a hard time to remove the paint stick stirrers in from the back. That's how powerful my glue gun is. But I wasn't going to throw these 3 pieces away. That's $3.75 right there. So because the piece I use it's like a rustic country style, it will go good. It'll look great rather on the piece with the top piece on it. We're not looking for cookie cutter craft. This is home crafting. You see? So I took a sander and just sanded it down a little bit. That's the beauty of doing DIY projects. Is always that little imperfection. There you go. So I'm going to glue it on now. That glue gun has been through thick and thin with me. So when you putting it down on the backing, hold that down. Give it pressure because unfortunately with Dollar Tree wood, it wilts. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's swollen. One is bigger than the other, wider than the other. And it's, hold it down rather. Give it pressure. I added these 2 pieces on already because on the calendar itself, it has it. So I had those in my bin, so I'm like, hey, what the hell? So the hardest part to do anytime you messing around or doing a craft that has flowers is the arrangement. That takes me a long time because I have to play with it, manipulate, twist it in a way, that you want it. So this is the hardest process for me, making sure that it looks right. Even when I do my flower arrangements for my dining table, the same thing. It takes me a long time because I want it perfect. I did one side. I added that flower because that's the flower that has on the calendar. I just wanted to see how it looked, but I'm going to add another one. And I'm using these leaves, these greeneries. I have a lot of greenery in my bin. They've been there for a long time, so you have to fix it a little bit. You see what I mean? There you go. But at the end of the video, you'll see that I added a different kind of flower to it, a darker green, because I felt like that was too light. And what I'm doing here, I found these leaves. I'm just putting them in between the flowers. Underneath the flower, rather. And I added on other flowers, not flowers, plant style. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you see in the video other kind of greeneries. If I said it right, you know. Look how pretty. Just like that, it looks pretty. So again, I'll make sure that it looks right in my eyes. So those are other stuff I had there that I'm adding on to the flower pieces. The greenery, the flower pieces, again, it takes me a long time to do anytime I deal with flowers. Because I'm so a perfectionist when it comes to certain things. You see all my white hair? It's the first time I ever noticed how white my hair is. Wow. You see? These are the I don't know what you call with the cotton in there. Willows? No, is it? No. Because I had them such a long time in the bins, they were coming apart. So I just took the cotton out and just added it onto it in certain places. I didn't have a lot, and I didn't need a lot. And again, it's just arranging them the correct way that it doesn't show one too much on one side and less on the other. You see? So now we're going to do greenery on top. I had these in my bins. Let me tell you something. Everything that's there, and I keep saying that is in the bins. I have so much stuff in these bins that I could go without buying stuff for crafting for a long time. I zip tie them. I used about 4 different ones. And you do 2 pieces because you want one side, 2 of those greenery arrangement because you want one on each side. And arrange them. There you go. I wanted to use my stapler gun, but it was too thick, so I opted up to using the glue gun. My ribbons, I kept it simple. If you know, it's crisscross. That's all. I didn't want nothing to overtake the decor. There you go. Look how pretty. And like I said, I added more greenery, a darker greenery around the wreath because it was too light and it was not giving me what I was looking for the vibe. So I put these flowers on top of the ribbon. I cannot tell you how much I spent on these flowers because I'm always looking for sales. A whole bag for $10, I think it was. You see, and I need to put something in between those because I see that gap and it just irks me. And if you're watching this channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe. And love is definitely in the air. That piece you can use for a wedding on top of the table with a sign in. It'll be perfect there also. So there you have it. There you have it. All Dollar Tree with the exception of the flowers. And again, if you're watching this channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe. And look how stinking cute. Okay, everybody, until our next DIY project. Thank you for showing.